All right, guys, so now that we've gone through the tutorial that came with Adobe Premiere Rush, I do want to point out that under the online lectures and the lectures for Tuesday, March 24th, okay, I know you've already seen this because you've pulled these videos and you're watching them. I want to make sure that you have seen that there's a file that has start files within it, and I want to make sure that you download this gradient and this logo. Okay, we'll be utilizing both of these as we play around in Rush. Okay, go ahead and download them and save them into a folder. Okay, and as I move back over to Rush, you'll see as you're ready to create a new file, you will land on a screen like this. Where you're going to see all of the different avenues for you to open up different files over here on the left side. Things that look familiar like desktop, any downloads, your documents, okay, all of the file folders that are on your computer. You also see, because we're working with an Adobe product, the cloud files are open over here. And then you'll also note that I have some favorites here. And what I did, because the sample media should open up immediately for you, is I went ahead and you'll see there's a star here. I went ahead and clicked it. And if I unclick it, you'll see that it disappears from over on the left side. And if I click it, it comes back. I've starred a few things on my computer just so it's easier for me to find. Okay. So I have exercise files that I have used. I don't actually know where these soundtracks came from. And then the sample media that I'm using now. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start a new project. Again, utilizing the same files that we played with earlier. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and grab maybe 4 of these this time. Okay, and I'll go ahead and hit create. And remember, it's going to prepare that media for us, and the interface will open up. Okay, and again, as we went through the tutorial, it gave you a lot of information, super helpful. Again, if you come back to this in 6 months and you don't really recall what we covered here today, remember you can always go to help and start that tour all over again. The tour lasts about a minute. So again, it's a really great avenue for reacquainting yourself with this program. Okay, but I'm going to attempt to take you a little bit deeper into this. So again, I opened 4 clips. Okay, they're all listed here. I could hit play and watch them play through if I wanted to. But what I know I want to do already is I want to go ahead and cut this first clip. Okay, it's an extended preview of an island. It's long, and I just want to go ahead and cut it in half. I'll leave half of it here in the front of the video, and I'll put half at the end. And so remember, I'm just going to go ahead and move my little line here that I'm totally forgetting the name of, and I'm going to go ahead and click on my scissors. Okay, and remember that cuts it in half. Remember, you can come over and click on a clip, move that over. Okay, and that again is just a click, hold, and drag as you move a clip over. I'll do that again, one to the right, and I'll move it to the left again so you can see that. Remember, when it's highlighted orange, it means that it's active. Okay, so if I come over here and make this clip active, I can shorten. Okay, or if there's additional footage, I can lengthen it out as long as it will let me. Okay. Moving further down this little panel, again, we have the scissors. You'll see that you can actually duplicate footage. So if you know you want something at the front and the back and it's really short, you don't think anyone's going to notice that it's the exact same thing, you might duplicate it. If you have something that you find that you don't actually need to use while it's active, like mine is here, I can go ahead and hit the trash can and it will delete. Okay. You can undo just like you can in any other Adobe program by hitting Command or Control Z. So I'll hit that just to bring that little clip back. Okay. Down below, and again, just like any of the other Adobe programs, you see if you hover on anything, it tells you what it is, and more often than not, it shows you a little clip and shows you how it works. This button is going to expand your audio tracks. So in addition to the video footage, I can see the audio associated with those videos. That was redundant. And so you can see here that for these opening and ending clips, there is actually no audio attached to those. And then as I come into these other clips, you can visibly see that there is audio for each of these. Without listening to it, I know that these are human voices because human voices tend to go up and down pretty dramatically. Okay, and then this was the sound of a boat motor, and you'll see that the sound is very consistent almost all the way across. Okay, again, more audio, and then there is no audio attached to the last clip. Last but not least, over here on the left side, you have control tracks, and if you go ahead and click to open that up, you'll see that there are tracks for the individual objects that you attach to the video. So as we add titles, it'll go on its own track. The audio for the video is attached to the video, but I can add additional audio, for example, music, which we'll do in a little while, and you'll see that that will go on a separate track. You'll see that you have the opportunity, just like other Adobe products, to lock something if you're worried you're going to move it. You can also mute or unmute with this button. Okay, and you can also hide and unhide track video if it's something that you don't want to see as you're working. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop that video here as I finish this panel, and I'll be back in a moment to introduce some new tools.